Let's get salty!
Everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and we were supposed to talk about the worst cards from the Great Dark Beyond. That video will come later today, but this morning I wanted to talk about a story that broke on Saturday. Just a random Twitter thread breaking down these pixel portraits which were found in the client when we had our theory crafting event earlier this week that were not available to use yet, but look like will be purchasable, of course, that appear, or at least are alleged, accused of from this Twitter user to be AI-generated assets, which is kind of a big no-no right now, not only in like the video gaming scene, like throughout artists and all that, but Blizzard themselves. They've even put out a statement about this in the past. We're gonna go over why exactly we think these may be AI generated. Again, this is all alleged. We don't know for sure. We have gotten a little bit of communication from Blizzard, not much. We'll talk about that, but yeah, just kind of like, how does this possibly happen? And, you know, if you want to win cards that have art that should not be AI generated, we have a giveaway going on for 2 regular pre-orders, 3 mega bundles out of my pocket to enter that giveaway. Like and comment in the video, link down description below, the one with that thumbnail over there. Be subscribe to the channel. Every 1,000 subs we get until Tuesday, we've got like 2 days to enter, I will add another mega bundle, so hit that sub button, make me go broke. So I was actually really excited for these portraits because I'm like, I love the pixel style, although Marvel Snap pixel variants are like the worst way to do it. Everybody seems to hate those, but there was a lot of excitement. I even tweeted out like, unnerf Jada, how about that? Which was pretty funny. I had a reply showing that yes, the Chinese version indeed will be censored if it does go live. It's a big question mark right now. But yeah, it's Toaster or 1,000 Toasters on Twitter put out this thread. I'll link it down below. I don't know if we'll go over it in complete detail, but put this out saying Blizzard commissioned an AI artist to create pixel artworks for their game at Play Hearthstone, and they might not even be aware of it. A thread. So you have all these, again, these 4 portraits that are supposed to come. And it says, first of all, I don't want to debate the use of AI in general here, but I think we can all agree that if you use AI to create artworks and then try to make people believe that you drew these AI generated works yourself, you are a scammer. So the artworks above will soon find their way into Blizzard's game of Hearthstone. And as you can see in the image, they were made by Trey4. When you Google this artist, at first you don't really find much at all, which is quite unusual for an alleged professional artist. Who is Trey4? Well, what you find is a GitHub profile of them, Trey4 from OKC, Oklahoma City. You can also find an Instagram profile with the same picture, T4 from Oklahoma, many artworks that exactly match the style of Hearthstone artwork. So they have the different profiles here, which I'll even note in their profile, they got like digital, like bot looking things before their artists, which is, again, a little bit like what's going on here. And again, I don't want to say that this guy is straight up like AI or anything like that. We're just going to go through this thread and go from there. They also said there's a Twitter profile with the same handle, which if you click on here, let's see if this will come up. Yeah, Trey4. I think they made one whole tweet. Thus it's safe to assume that T4 is T4 on Instagram. Now when you take a closer look at the artworks they're posting there, you'll notice that you can complete your entire AI bingo card within minutes. So this is where they start going over examples of other works that this individual has posted with. Let's start with some absolute AI classics. Why does a troll guy have 5 or 4 fingers on one hand and 3 fingers on the other, right? Showing 3 here, 4 there. Kind of, there's a lot of the weird finger stuff with AI art in general. The other dude seems to be missing a finger as well, showing that there. The hammer's hilt doesn't align with the rest. A human starts by making a sketch, a huge mistake that couldn't even happen there, especially at the advanced skill level required to create artworks that look like this. AI, however, does exactly this mistake all the time. And they're showing like the hammer here and then the back of it, right? It doesn't line up at all. Like, does it have a weird random bend behind their back? It doesn't make a ton of sense, right? So again, more examples here. One guy has buttons that attach to the cape or the shoulder pieces. How did the axe get behind that button? No human would draw this. And where is the other guy's hand? So again, just weirdness here with the button and the axe. And then this guy's hand just outright disappears behind the sword. And then we have more examples. These were just some of the most egregious mistakes. You can find tons of little details in a lot of their artworks that don't make sense and that things that a human would just not draw. You can even see from their profile pics, which were created using the same AI prompt. So just going through all these, kind of having that similar trend going along. Cherry on top, perfectly showing their actual pixel skills in AI artwork, but they apparently drew the rest of the card themselves. It looked like what a beginner would draw. Hard to imagine some of their alleged skill level to be satisfied with a card looking like this. So again, another example there. And saddest thing is they even messed up the work they submitted to Blizzard. I don't know anything about Warcraft lore, but Google shows that Malfurion has lightning pattern tattoos on his shoulders in all the artworks, yet for some reason, yeah, there's a circle there, which again, a lot of this could just be, I feel like, attributed just to like negligence or just incompetence, like at best, or it is, yeah, straight up like using an AI generated prompt. For giveaways, there's only a single process video of them creating an artwork, but it's really unusual and made in a way that looks extremely reverse engineered. I could produce a process video like this within minutes for each of their artworks. There's also no past or history, no learning process, no earlier works. The Insta account just came live overnight with high quality art from day one. Plus, they pump these out almost daily, which would be an unimaginable amount of work for handmade art of this quality. I don't know what the deal between them and Blizzard was, but Blizzard hired an AI artist. Thanks for reading until the end. So again, this is all like accusations, alleged. They're kind of putting their case, but we've had people also noticing more things. Imic has his own thread kind of going over like how weird it is with Malfurion, but also Doomhammer doesn't have the Horde symbol. It has a Frostwolf clan symbol on all the arts of 3D models, and we can see here that the symbol on the hammer is different. It's wrong. Again, could that just be negligence, not knowing what you're really doing? It's possible, but even if you look at the hammer, it's kind of weird in the hand, and again, there's all these like telltale signs. So this kind of took all over Twitter. Like this blew up. This thread, which by the way, they started with an @ which means it doesn't show up in like anybody's feed without like retweets and quotes, and it's still at like 600 likes. And when I quote tweeted this with my own thing of basically Blizzard needs to look into this, right? They need to check and make sure that they didn't hire an AI artist, because they themselves have put out a statement. This was back in March, which was really good news that Play Hearthstone put out this statement. Official Hearthstone illustration AI policies. Greetings, we on the Hearthstone team love art and are strong proponents of illustration created by skilled artists. We appreciate the passion and imagination each of you bring to your work. Accordingly, we would like to remind you that all Hearthstone illustrations commissioned by Blizzard are expected to be original creations by you, the artists. The use of generative AI tools at any stage of the development of Hearthstone illustration is strictly prohibited and may result in cancellation of assignments and end to future assignments and other consequences. Please reach out to us if you have any questions. We'll be happy to answer them. So their stance is they don't want any of this in any stage of their art generation. So if this is true, they really need to look into it. And there was a Reddit thread about this, just people, kind of saying, yeah, it really does feel that way. That at first it felt like maybe just some stupid mistakes, but it really does make sense to all this going on. People kind of stating similar cases and all of that. But I did want to point out that Ridiculous Hat did comment on this pretty recently as of recording this video, that just letting you all know that we saw this thread, team will investigate more after the weekend, right? Since it is the weekend, and I guess, they don't have the time to immediately jump on this, and it'll be interesting to see, are they going to launch those portraits when the patch goes live, I believe on Tuesday, with these portraits live, right? You can't buy them yet, and I will say I was excited about them, but the more I've looked at these portraits, it's like, I don't know. And then I looked at Jada, somebody pointed out to me, look at her neck. You look at her head and where the chin is, and then all the way down, like how long is her neck? And you just start noticing these things. Like, I thought this looked great, and now I can't see anything but giant long neck Jada. So I don't know if it's just weird art, just weird decisions, weird mistakes, or there is a legitimate like AI being used here, which again, I don't, clearly Blizzard doesn't want to use, and a lot of people are really against that because it kind of harms, the artists that are actually creating these images that AI takes from and then alters, and it's just a whole different can of worms. So just letting you guys know, it's a kind of a crazy situation. We'll see how it plays out. I'm sure Blizzard will follow up and talk about this at some point. These things do happen. You wish that they would, properly vet, or maybe they have. Again, maybe it's not AI generated, they have properly vetted, but it does seem like they were kind of caught by surprise by all this. So we'll see what happens, and if that is the case, maybe we'll get some different pixel versions that are made by a human that will look maybe not as long necked. I don't know. I'm just freaking out about all this. Anyways, yeah, tune in later today. We'll have our video on what I think the worst cards will be from the Great Dark Beyond. And tomorrow, maybe a bit of a later video. We might have some, I don't know, patch notes, something like that. I don't know. Tune in tomorrow. We might have some news. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.